Good evening, YouTube. Hope everybody had a happy Thanksgiving. I'd like to start by welcoming 5 new subscribers. And last time I talked about the movie Highlander, so I thought this time I'd talk about Highlander II, the movie that should never have made, because as the first movie said, there should have been only one. This movie starts out by ignoring the backstory from the first movie almost completely. Instead of being born in the Highlands of Scotland, this movie starts with a flashback that explains that he was born on the planet Zeist. He and the other immortals were exiled by a general named Katana. And after the end of the first movie, in the late 1990s, the Earth developed a hole in the ozone layer. So, to help save the planet, MacLeod helped develop the shield, which is basically a giant shield around the planet to protect it from cosmic rays. The bulk of the movie takes place in the year 2024. MacLeod is an old man, having become immortal after the end of the first movie. Back on the planet Zeist, General Katana has grown tired of waiting for Connor to die, so he sends 2 of his goons to hunt him down and kill him. During the middle of the fight, Connor yells, "Ramirez!" But being dead, Ramirez didn't really answer. After this old man takes out these 2 young guys, which in itself is kind of laughable, he receives the quickening and all of a sudden Connor is young again. There is a girl there who sees this happen, and he explains to her what's going on, and she phrases it. So she sums it up nicely and says, "So you're immortal there, but you're immortal here until there's only one of you here, and then you're mortal here until more guys from there come here." He confirms that this is true. So anyway, she is doing a little research on her own and figures out that the ozone layer under the shield is actually regenerated, and the shield is no longer necessary, but the corporation running it is just making money off of it. Nobody on Earth likes this shield because it's always a constant 95 degrees and the humidity is a constant 95%. Half the people on the planet are mad at Connor because he created the thing. Never mind the fact that it saved their lives. Well, back on Zeist, Katana figures out that his 2 goons didn't get the job done, and he comes here to do it himself. They've got some sort of transporter mechanism of some sort. And Ramirez does actually show up again. It's just that on the way back from the afterlife, he took a wrong turn at Albuquerque and ended up in London on stage during a production of Hamlet. He pawns an earring and takes a flight to where Connor is. And between the 2 of them, they figure out that the shield is no longer necessary. And they get it shut down, and then they have the final showdown with Katana. And Ramirez has sacrificed himself in getting the shield shut down. He is killed. Sean Connery got lucky. He was only in this thing for 9 minutes. And after the shield is shut down and Katana's taken care of, they all live happily ever after for another 50 or 60 years. I don't know why they even bothered to make this movie, because the first one stood very well on its own, didn't leave any openings for a sequel. They just had to make a little more money off of something, the way I see it. I'll leave you to ponder that. I'm going to go find another movie to watch. Until next time, I'm 3L, you're you. Have a good evening.